Alrighty, Brent here with the Mana Beast group, and going deck profile. I don't know if you can tell this little card here. I'm doing a profile over a Great Nature. No, I'm doing a profile of Pellinore because Pellinore, OP. Praise to Pellinore. Hey, all the praises, all the praises. Since we are running Pellinore and we're awesome, we're gonna run Spring Breeze Messenger. Spring Breeze Messenger effect is when this unit boosts an attack and it hits, counterblast 1, put in a soul, call the top 3 cards of your deck, look at all 3 of them, sorry, don't call 3, look at the top 3, and call 1/2 rearguard at rest, which works perfectly in this deck. So perfectly, in fact, we run 2 of them, because nothing's better than having another Spring Breeze Messenger later on to get off Pellinore's effect, which we'll talk about later. Great little unit, puts on such good pressure. So grade 3s, we are running Pellinore, so we're going to run 1, 2, 3, 4 Pellinore. Pellinore's effect, of course, the Antler break 4. When this attacks, I can put 2 gold Paladin rearguards on the bottom of my deck, and then I can give +5 to any 2 units. I can put it to Vanguard, I put it to rearguard, put it to side rearguards, whatever I want. Then the other effect, what makes Pellinore just so OP and amazing and godlike, is that when this unit is placed on rearguard from deck, I can discard a card from my hand, and if my opponent has a grade 2 or greater Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, which is discarding a card, you may put this unit on the Vanguard. So it's not a ride, you're moving it from rearguard and riding it. So that's Pellinore's thing, you know? If you get off Spring Breeze or one of these other cards, put it onto here, cool, I get to ride it, and then it does stand back up, and I get to attack again. That's the basic beauty of Pellinore. And the card that supports it in the grade 3s is a perfect card, Knight of Afterglow, Gerard. His effect is at limit break 4. When this attack hits a Vanguard, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and search for one grade 3 gold Paladin from among them, call it to rearguard, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck. So, of course, this card paired with this is stupid amazing, because during this turn, if I have another grade 3 out on the field, it gets +3. So it's cross rides, which is amazing, and then boosted by Spring Breeze, such an amazing effect. You do have to call what effect you're doing first. Usually I'll do his effect first if it hits, because this attacks for 18. If it hits limit break 4, I'm going to look at top 3 for grade 3. If I don't find it, put it at the bottom, then activate effect, put in a soul counterblast from, look at the top 3 again, hopefully get a Lop Ear. It's so trollsy, like no one wants this to ever hit, ever. So they either guard or they let it hit, and the fun begins. So that's what I really like about it. Grade 2s, I run 2 Mage of Calamity Tripp, just to help you unflip damage. I mean, you will be flipping damage with some of the cards in this deck, and again, it helps just to have counterblasts every now and again. I don't run a ton of them, it's just a nice tech that hits. I do run 2 Flash to Dark Spirit because since I'm going to be using cards that call from the top of my deck, if I get this on the field, place it onto the field, counterblast 1, retire something, it's a cool way to neg them, and then either they waste an attack on it or use it as an intercept, and hey, free 5k guard. I run 1, 2, 3 Viviane. Her effect is when this unit attack hits a Vanguard and it's boosted by a gold Paladin, pay the cost, which is counterblast 1. Look at the top card of your deck, call it to rearguard. So it is only top 1, so it's kind of iffy, but it's good pressure card. People still don't want that deck. For some reason, they don't want to hit. And then the boss grade 2, as it were, the almighty, the wonderful, the merciful, the godlike Lop Ear Shooter. Lop Ear Shooter's effect, if it is so good, so good. If this is called from deck, you choose a card from your hand, discard it, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and call 1 to rearguard. Does not have to be, let me double check, does not have to be at rest. Yeah, does not have to be at rest. So again, this helps you get to Pellinore, which is the whole goal. So this is great. It's a 9k, so boosted by a 7, it hits for good numbers. So let's go into grade 1s. We're gonna run 2 Black Mane Witch. Black Mane Witch is a tech. If I do get it off a call from Lop Ear, its effect is when this is called to rearguard, doesn't have to be from deck or Vanguard. In fact, it can be Vanguard or rearguard. I retire a rearguard, look at the top card of my deck, and call it, and then put the rest of the bottom of my deck if I don't want to. it's just a cool deck to help me get through my deck if I get to it with Lop Ear or Spring Breeze. I normally don't want to call it out just on a turn, because if I call the top card and it's, you know, Pellinore and I've not attacked, it's just kind of a waste. So I run 1, 2, Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth. I run this because I run the Gerard, which is a 13k hitter. So that helps to hit for 21k numbers. In-game really helps me put pressure on people and hit those good numbers. 4, Perfect Guard. These are the BT9 version, not the BT6. I don't know. I just thought I'd run a different one than I did in my other Gold Paladin deck. Because, again, Perfect Guards, their thing. You should run them. 4. Not 3. Not 2. 4. I run 3 Disciple of Pain. Again, self-damager. Such a great card. Helps me get triggers, fish them out of the damage zone, and helps me get to Liberate 4 for Gerard's skill, so I can do that prematurely, so I can get to my Pellinore, so I can use Pellinore's effect. It's really good for adding that pressure on people. And then I run 3 Advance of the Black Chains Kahedin. Now, Kahedin is a very interesting card. Its effect is when it boosts a Gold Paladin, if the attack it boosts hits a Vanguard, Counterblast, retire a unit, Counterblast 1, and call the top card of your deck at rest. Again, it helps you cycle through your deck. It is quite a douchey row. Like, this is the douchiest row, one of the douchier rows you can run, and no one likes this row. It's a 16k row, and you can use both effects. You can use her effect first, and then his effect afterwards. It kind of adds this weird, like, he's a Counterblast 2, and you are calling the top card. You're calling the top 2 one at a time, but people still don't want it to hit. I mean, it's pretty amazing how bad people don't want that to hit. And then we run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 crits. Because we are running Pellinore, and stands do us no good. You don't want draw, because the fact is if you draw Pellinore, you draw any of the cards that help you out, it does you no good. You want those cards on the field. You want to hit hard. You want to smack them as much as possible. You don't have a lot of rear guards that are going to hit for magic numbers if you stand it back up anyway. So again, crits. I just selected some different crits here just to kind of troll with, and of course 4 Flames Victory, Putting a Soul +3, it makes those 9Ks hit for better magical numbers, and it's 12 crit because, you know, 12 crit. And then 4 heals. Because heals, they're a thing. So anyway, that is my Pellinore deck. It's fun. It's you know, it's not as competitive. I love playing it. You know, we have a saying when we call Lop Ear, if we ever get Pellinore, we call it. We always say, "Praise be to Pellinore," and then Pellinore moves and he attacks, and he's the god of Vanguard. He's just awesome. Fun to play with. Like I said, not competitive, but I love playing with him anyway. So, comment. Let me know what you think. Even if you don't love Pellinore, let me know what you think about the deck, and we'll see you later.